This is hockey, the way it should be. Welcome to the Rockin' Hockey Show.
Come on, come on, come on.
You score!
Raise your stick. Woo! Yeah. All right, pump your fist. Woo! Yeah. All right.
Quite a game. Down 2-0 in a championship game. The Young Stars put the team on their shoulders and made it 2-1 with their first goal. And it was a beauty.
I wipe the sweat from my brow. My God, it's happening now. If I could just figure out, I got it. I know it takes some time.
It's the Rockin' Hockey Show!
Welcome to the Rockin' Hockey Show, and now your hockey instructor extraordinaire, Dave Paestch.
Hey, what's up, rock and rollers and all you amazing hockey fans around the planet? This is the Rockin' Hockey Show. I'm your host, Dave Paestch. Yes, this week with a D. I want to thank our great friend, Brianne McLaughlin, for being on last show and talking goaltending. We got an amazing show for you coming forward this week with 16-year pro for the Buffalo Sabres and the Rochester Americans, Nathan Paestch.
Wide on the left wing side, entering the upper zone. Feet in front of him, on take, shoots, he scores! Another short-handed goal given up by the...
He's going to be talking not only youth hockey, but some great tips for youth hockey players and defensemen alike. And as always, don't miss our on-ice segment. It's going to have some great tips and pointers for youth hockey players of all ages. Hey, if you like the show, smash your fist right where it says like. More importantly, drop that people's elbow right in that button that says subscribe, because your likes and subscriptions really help the show. And don't forget to share it with all your hockey friends everywhere. And finally, after 2 years in the making, this is the show where we're going to unveil the first song, title track, and music video by the Rockin' Hockey Band. So excited, say hi to the band. And as always, this is a show where the hockey rocks. And the music sucks. Wow, what a great goal by Miles Maxmew there, and a great hit by our great friend from Penfield, New York, Jake Lapani. All right, I'm going to stop talking. Let's do this.
It's the Rockin' Hockey Show!
Welcome to the Rockin' Hockey Show. I'm Dave Maxmew, and we are here with Nathan Paestch, a professional hockey player, 6 years in the NHL, 10 years in the American League, 1 year in Germany. Tell me about being a young hockey player growing up in Western Canada, what it was like.
Hockey was life. I mean, you played hockey constantly. From age 9 on, I played in the summer as well, but I did every sport when I was younger. But obviously hockey, every kid pretty much played hockey. It was just what you did.
Today's regimen for hockey players, for any sport, it really is it's year-round, a lot of specialized training. When you were a young kid, what did you do? You already mentioned you played other sports. What are your thoughts on what you did then, what kids are doing now, as far as training? Too much, not enough, other sports?
I mean, it all varies, but obviously I think other sports are important. I think kids got to be kids. They got to enjoy it. If they're enjoying it, that's great. So you got to concentrate on that, but you have to be a kid too. I mean, I played every sport so that I don't have the passion to come back at hockey.
And I agree wholeheartedly with that. And I also agree with the skill development, but I am also a fan of you don't have to be at the rink to work on your skills. You don't have to have a structured format or a coach, for that matter, to work on your skills, whether it's playing in the garage, playing in the backyard, playing street hockey, which is kind of going out of style. And
I love playing street hockey. That's my childhood.
Little things like that, stick handling. I tell kids, anything you can stick handle is going to help you become a better stick handler. It doesn't have to be a $15 puck that you buy at the store. It could be a crushed can, for that matter. Golf ball, anything you can find is a good one, and that way it keeps it fresh, kind of new. You're also teaching hockey now. the Nathan Paestch School for Defensemen, and you're working with doing some camps and clinics. How fun is that? And tell me a little bit about what you're doing with that.
I'm just trying to pass on the knowledge I learned from obviously 15 years of pro. I had a lot of great mentors. I was very fortunate to work with a lot of amazing defensemen growing up, and I'm just trying to pass along what I learned from them to the younger generation. I feel like sometimes defensemen can get kind of put to the side, forgotten about. There's not a lot of specialized things for defensemen, and there's not a lot of teaching things that I was 25, 26, 27, and I was like, how did I not learn this before? And I was shocked, but they were simple little things, and now I can teach it to the younger kids.
You mentioned the word specializing. When is it time to have a player play defense all the time, or play forward all the time, or even goalie all the time? Or is it good to still switch around at the young age? And how do you feel about that as far as, maybe, I don't want to use the term pigeonholing, but just becoming too specialized too soon?
Well, I played forward and defense during my pro career, so I think it's really important for kids to be able to play every position. Not only that, you just learn different parts of the game. I was kind of specialized in defense all the way till I turned pro, and so I signed later, and there were 6 defensemen, older veteran guys, so I wasn't getting in the lineup. I knew that. And Randy Cunningworth was my coach, and he came up to me, and I'm like, you know, I can play forward. I played forward. I just totally made it up. Never played a game of forward in my life, because I just wanted to play. He's like, great, I'll put you in next game. And I ended up playing 50-some games on forward that season, and I played probably over 30 or 40 games in NHL on forward, and just made a niche out of being a penalty killer, fourth line type forward. But I really learned a lot of other things about the game. I got more confidence as a defenseman, because when I crossed the blue line, I was used to being down low. I was used to being on the boards. So I think it's huge. I think every kid should play all 5 positions growing up.
Talking about specializing, a lot of coaches put the reins on defensemen. You know, not allow them to skate with the puck, not allow them to join the offense. What are your thoughts on that at a young age too? And let guys play. That's my philosophy.
Because you can't just score with 3 guys down low, 2 guys up high. It doesn't work.
Yeah.
So it's a 5-man attack now. So these defensemen, they have to be active. Every coach I've had the last couple of years, they've been preaching, get up in the ice, get up in the ice. It's a 5-man attack in the offensive zone, 5-man attack on the rush. Just because it's getting so difficult to score that defensemen now are expected to be part of that attack.
I agree. For a youth coach out there, you know, let your players play. Mold your strategy around your players' strengths and weaknesses, and you know, let them flourish, because they may be a defenseman now, but they may be a forward next year, or even next game for that matter.
Yeah.
Hey, let's check out this highlight reel goal by Lucas Fink from Rochester, New York. Wow, sick goal, Lucas. Mom and Dad, thanks for sending that video in. Don't forget to send in your highlight clips to the Rockin' Hockey Show. Some of the things you're teaching young defensemen today, can you highlight a couple things that...
One of the biggest skills I'm trying to push, because I think it was ingrained in people's minds, just to turn backwards and skate backwards. That's kind of getting out of the way. Tony Granato brought it up to me. It was 5 years at camp, and he's really pushing everything was attack forward, skate forward as long as possible, because your gap control is that much better. And also, if you're skating forwards and you tack a guy and you cut him off, if the puck's dumped past you, you're skating forward, so you have the advantage to get that puck. If you're backwards and you have to turn backwards to forwards, that guy's going to be able to jump past you, and you're losing that extra second, and that extra second's everything in sports now.
Well,
so I'm really trying to change the way guys defend. They're staying more active everywhere, but trying to stay, you know, to your strengths as much as possible, and using your stick and your feet more than just turning backwards, backing right in, and letting people attack.
Players have a lot of opportunities these days, and we touched a little bit on it. You think too much opportunity? You think it's too much hockey?
I don't think you can ever have too much opportunity. You want kids to have options. I don't want kids getting burnt out. I think you run into some kids that are playing 11, 12 months a year, and it's tough. The body can't maintain. It's going to shorten up their careers. They're going to eventually hit a wall. So you got to, like you said, you play other sports, and you refresh your body and your mind and everything like that.
Now, you mentioned your son. He's 7?
Yep.
How fun is that?
Oh, it's
Do you
a
enjoy
blast.
it?
Oh, I love it.
What are the pros and cons of being a 16-year professional hockey player and a hockey dad?
I mean, I'm pretty laid back. I think I know you got to be a little more serious, but I have a hard time with that because I played professional so long that I see youth hockey, and I just want it to be fun. I just want the kids to enjoy yourself. Whereas sometimes I think you got to be a little stricter, and I think some of the other coaches are good at that, and I think that's important too. They need that structure.
If you had to give 1 or 2 tips for young hockey players out there, what would it be?
I would think just make sure you love what you're doing, enjoy it, and when you're there, work hard. You don't want to, if you're doing it too much and you're going there and you're not working hard and you're not enjoying it, just leave. I mean,
What's one piece of advice you can give to parents, kids out there, as far as just life in general, living a hockey life?
I think you need to remember it's a game at the end of the day. I think a lot of people lose focus at, they think it's a job. Everybody wants their kid to make it and make money or whatever it is, or be pro, be famous. But at the end of the day, even at my level, sometimes you just got to sit back and remember it's a game. Because when I remember it's a game, then I play better.
What's your funniest moment in hockey?
So Montreal, obviously huge hockey city. They sell out practices, so we're at the practice rink. It's packed, and we just got off a flight from Tampa Bay, so we're all groggy, we're tired. We got this practice. So I'm running out. I get dressed real quick and I run out. There's all these fans, cameras, skate guards on, just stick in the air.
Did a Charlie Brown?
Yeah, couldn't have been the worst place to do it too, in front of all the fans there in Montreal. And the
Yard
cameras.
sale?
Yeah.
Did one of your teammates set you up for that, or did you do it on your
No,
own?
it was all me.
Listen, hey, Nathan, thank you so much for coming on the show. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Hey everybody, I'm Kevin. I don't even skate, which is why I need Dave and the Rockin' Hockey Show. Question for you. Do you know who the first player to make $1 million was in the NHL? Think about it. If you answered Bobby Orr, you would be correct. In 1971, Bobby signed a contract for $1 million. $200,000 per season for 5 seasons, making him the first hockey millionaire. The first player hockey millionaire.
Hey, it's news reporter Bill for Rockin' Hockey News, and we have a person that played on the Americans. His name is Nathan Paestch, and so I hear the Stanley Cup for your league is called the CALDER Cup.
That's great.
How do you feel about winning that?
It was amazing. I was able to win it twice playing for the Grand Rapids Griffins, and it was definitely the highlight of my career.
Yep. I met the Moose before. He must be your mascot for the team. Does he get dressed in your locker room, or does he get dressed in his own?
No, I think Moose has got his own locker room. That's all top secret stuff. Can't know who's underneath that mask, so everything's private with the Moose.
I might have figured. Anyways, most people in the NHL have to get healthy and ready for their games. What do you eat before your games?
Before the games, I'm usually always a pasta chicken guy. A little salad on the side. I like my pasta.
For my hockey games, I usually just pack a Cliff Bar. Not much though. That's gonna be it for the day. Thank you for watching. Come on, we gotta hurry.
Wesley from the Rockin' Hockey Show, and I'm proud to introduce to you the first song and music video from the Rockin' Hockey Band. All you rockers and hockers, tighten up your skates and buckle up your chin straps, because I proudly present to you Rock'em Sock'em from the Rockin' Hockey Band.
Night, guys.
You almost out of here?
One more ice cut and I am gone.
Dave, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
So we say you like to rock, and say you like to hide. See you take it all the way to the back of the cage, oh yeah. Say you got speed, yeah, you can make it bleed. See you rock it all the way to the front of the stage, oh yeah.
This week's skill development segment is all about coming off a fake and shooting to score. Fake is short and quick in the opposite direction to gain time. Puck leads us out of the fake to ensure speed. On the fake, load the legs in order to explode with a crossover to gain time, speed, and space. Moves to a safe location all in one motion so as not to slow us down, force a stick handle, or risk a poke check. Weight transfer and a crossover take us to a safe location with speed. I call this changing lanes. In order to achieve ideal speed and an ideal lane to the net, move on a forward angle as opposed to straight sideways or too close to the defender. This will help with taking the best angle to the net, which will give you a higher percentage of getting a quality shot and possibly scoring a goal. Forehand, the puck goes straight back to the back foot shooting area. This will help ensure a quick release and power. Drive off the back foot, coming over the stick, keeping energy down through the puck. Head is up, focusing clearly on a target area inside the net. Stay down through the power zone, release, and follow through. Any variation of this may decrease your percentage of getting a quality shot and a quality scoring chance. On the backhand, the puck moves quickly away from the defender to a safe area all in one motion. Crossover and angle of attack is the same as on the forehand. Time your steps so as to shoot off of a crossover without gliding. Puck moves from the backhand to the forehand in one quick motion. Bring the puck back towards the heel of your inside foot. Push off your outside foot to your inside foot while coming down on the stick. Energy comes down and through the puck and stays down and onto the net. Your finish should be a laser-focused follow-through directly at the target. This particular shot I call the Messier shot in honor of the great Mark Messier, who in my opinion made this shot famous. We'll talk more about this shot and other rock and hockey shows. Throughout this video, you'll notice that their technique is not perfect. They do have a few flaws, which is why they're practicing.
We haven't got a shot off yet. Oh, how'd you do that? Did you
Paul.
flick that thing? Is that how that
Yeah,
worked?
I flipped it.
I don't believe you.
Oh,
I just DT right there.
Gotta keep going for the big hit. There we go.
there you go.
I almost scored with myself.
That would have been awesome.
The first shot I know. Look at that angle. Oh, that's why you skate forwards, not backwards.
Hey, thanks again for watching the show. Hope you really enjoyed it. Want to thank Nathan Paestch for being on with us today. And remember to send in your highlight clips to this email address right below here. And as always, your likes and subscriptions definitely help the show, so people's elbow on those babies. Thank you.